I told you that entropy was the absolute foundation of your experience of life? I used to think entropy was just some faraway heat death of the universe concept in physics that wasn't really relevant to day-to-day living. Then I was reading From Eternity to Here by Sean Carroll. He talked about how time is the only process in the universe that can't be reversed. The reason for that in this universe of three-dimensional matter is entropy. It's why when you break an egg, you might make an omelet out of it, but you can't ever go back to the highly organized whole that was Humpty Dumpty. So entropy is what divides the future, highly complex, full of infinite possibilities, with the simplicity of a finite past. And as for the present, now doesn't really exist in 3D space-time. Now is simply an abstract concept that we have because it's the leading edge of the entropy wave, moving through space-time and carrying it with us to the next and the next and the next transformation of the future, pregnant with possibilities, to the past of broken eggs and single simplicities. Maybe that's why artists, when we're in a state of flow, we feel that we're living in an expanded now, because when you're creating, you are riding the wave of entropy. You're not thinking about the past. You're not imagining the future. You're making something. And like entropy, you take the possibility of your paints and the paper or the pen and the page, and you sort of move through what it could be into what it becomes. I love this picture in my head of the entropic now that is itself has no time, but that sweeps over the future and leaves the dust of a single past in its wake. I don't know if that's the essence of the Schrodinger's cat experiment, but since I'm a speculative fiction writer, not a physicist, I don't have to get it right. Not to mention, I don't really like the idea of putting a cat in a poison box. But as a writer of speculative fiction, I really like the idea of imagining stories about prophets or fortune tellers who can see a real future that is destroyed when the entropic front passes through the envisioned time frame. Forget images of the Grim Reaper. This is a massacre of prophecy by entropy. Show me the avatar of entropy, and I'll show you a real destroyer of worlds.